UFC 288 marks the return of the legend, Henry Cejudo, taking on Aljamain Sterling. Round 1 starts off pretty evenly contested until about 1 minute and 15 seconds in, we see Cejudo take down the champion on top of him in half guard, raining down punches, putting him up against the fence, and it looks like from the beginning of the fight that it's going to be Henry Cejudo's night. Eventually, Aljo is able to escape that takedown, lands a few shots, lands some body shots with his legs. Later on in that first round, we see the first takedown by Aljamain Sterling. He keeps Henry Cejudo on the ground for the remaining 40 seconds, landing knees to the body. Second round, we see a different look on the face of Cejudo. His demeanor has already changed. He looks a little bit more desperate, and Aljamain Sterling looks like he's on top in this fight. It looks like he's going to be able to control Henry Cejudo, but it's still early. Aljamain Sterling has already landed one takedown on Cejudo. He lands a beautiful left hand late in the round. He's just backing Henry Cejudo up. Both guys are standing, bang, in the second round, and the second round is obviously Aljamain Sterling's round. Going into the third round, Henry Cejudo starts to act a little bit more active, and he takes down Sterling in the first minute. Sterling's able to get up. Again, he's taking down Sterling. Sterling tries to take down Henry Cejudo. He doesn't have as much luck with that. There's a battle up against the fence, and eventually Sterling does get him down momentarily. Just a real wrestling match and a real battle of will in this round, going back and forth. Both guys are getting a lot of takedowns in this round, but it's just a highly contested third round. Looking back on it, maybe Henry Cejudo won that third round. Henry's starting to come back now in the fourth round. It's a close fight. Nobody knows who's ahead, but it's probably 2-1 for Aljo Sterling. At least I had it that way on my card. And fourth round is more of a stand-up round in the beginning of the round. And eventually Cejudo gets Aljamain Sterling up against the fence momentarily, but both guys are really striking. Aljo tries another takedown, but it's telegraphed. And the fourth round is really back and forth until about 30 seconds left in the round, where Aljamain Sterling does get Henry Cejudo down on the ground. And at that point, Cejudo's looking wiped out. He's looking really worried about it. And his corner tells him for the fifth round, he's got to come out raging. He's got to go crazy. And that's what he does. Fifth round is a good round for Henry Cejudo, but he's probably already down 3-1. I mean, there's no real chance for him to win the fight by decision. He needs to finish the fight. And unfortunately, as the round goes on, we see Cejudo towards the end of the fifth round making some moves, but a little too late, and we hear the bell. That's it. It goes all 5 rounds, and then Aljamain Sterling gets his hand raised. And not to anybody's dismay, everybody kind of agrees that Aljamain Sterling wins this fight. What's going to happen next is he's going to take on Sugar Sean O'Malley. That's next on the horizon. Sugar Sean O'Malley walks into the cage. I want to ask you, ladies and gentlemen, what you think about this fight. Do you feel like Aljamain Sterling really solidified himself now as a great champion? And what's next for Cejudo? Does Cejudo have anywhere to go, or is it time for him to retire?